get on. Okay, I think we're recording. And I think we'll have maybe a couple more log in. Who's the 691 number that you, Brandon? That's you. Okay, we're good. So, you're fine.
Oh, good. Okay.
I just wanted to make sure that we that I had gotten everyone accounted for. And like I said, a couple more girls might jump on. But I wanted to do this because I feel like as a new stylist, there is so much kind of, you guys are probably familiar with the Stylist Lounge, you've probably logged on, and sometimes there's just so much information that it's kind of hard to decipher, okay, what do I do first, and how can you make this simple? And so that's what I wanted to do first, is just kind of tell you guys, tonight I'm going to kind of introduce myself and tell you guys how I got into Style&Dot, and then give you guys 2 things to really focus on, and throw out a little incentive at the end, because I'm all about winning free jewelry, because our motto with Style&Dot is more all the time. So more jewelry is more. Yay, we have Molly that just hopped on. Hi, Molly. Hi, Molly. Can you see us? Molly, can you see us? We're just going to hope that she can hear us and see us. I see her. I think that's a thumbs up. I can't hear her, but she'll dial in a few minutes. So Style&Dot, how I got started with Style&Dot. So I had been to a couple of trunk shows, maybe like you guys, you'd heard of Style&Dot before. I had, and there was one necklace, the Rebel pendant. It's the one that looks like a whistle. People are always like, is that a whistle or is that a salt and pepper shaker? I don't understand what's happening with that necklace, but I loved it. And I thought, I'm going to find that at Charming Charlie's. I don't need to buy it from Style&Dot. Like, I spent $79 on it. So I attended 2 other trunk shows, and I had purchased earrings at one trunk show, and I went to a craft show of all places. Oh, there's Carly hopping on. Hi, Carly. She's not looking. This is fun to see people before they can see us.
Hey, I'll be right back.
Hi, Carly.
I'm getting yelled at by the children.
To learn to use.
I went to a craft show in our neighborhood. So we have a lot of master planning communities out here, and I went to the neighborhood next to us. And the neighborhood Carly actually lives in. And I met a girl named Sarah Chauvin, and she's our upline leader. And she had a table there, and she had the Style&Dot Rebel pendant. I had an A&M t-shirt on, shocker. A&M was playing that day. I was going home to watch the football game. I think it was in October. Oh, I like it, Brandy. Sarah and I were roommates at A&M. So big Aggie fans. And Molly is a big Mississippi fan. So, and anyways, so Sarah had written some notes about me down, and she had said, Callie Smith loves A&M, loves the Rebel pendant. She followed up with me a day later, and she's like, hey, I didn't buy anything, by the way, because I was not going to spend $79 on a necklace. And so I went home. She calls me. She follows up with an email. She's like, let's do a trunk show. I was like, okay. We had just moved into our neighborhood, and I thought, I'll invite the neighbors over. It was the worst trunk show ever. It didn't even sell $500. I bought myself up to $500. And I only say that because you can't ever judge someone's ability to run a business on whether or not they're a good hostess. So all of your hostesses, you should offer the opportunity to, because I'm not kidding you. My kids were all over the jewelry. My neighbors bought nothing, and my mom bought probably 300. Somebody would come and buy like a $24 pair of earrings. It was terrible. And so that night, Sarah mentioned to me, she's like, you should do this. And I thought, kidding, I have 4 kids. So yeah, right. And, but I went to bed and I talked to Chris about it that night, and I was like, it's $199 to sign up. And he was like, then what are you stressing about? It's way more than that one trip to Target. So do it. So I just kind of thought about it for the next couple of days, and Sarah just encouraged me and said, I mean, probably what, your upline leader or I have said to you, which is, you might be good at this and you might not. You don't know. You don't know unless you try. So Chris was on board with it. He was fine with it. I knew my mom would do a trunk show, and I knew 2 of my friends would do trunk shows. After that, I had zero plan. I did not want to grow a team. I did not. That was all I was going to do. Get some free jewelry and that's it. So fast forward 2.5, October, November, 2.5 years. I'm now an associate director with Stella & Dot, and it is something that I absolutely love. And so it has just kind of taken on its own personality. When I say that, I don't mean that I don't work the business. I do, but it has been something that has not been, I don't feel like a salesperson. I know that in a lot of ways I am, but I feel like I'm the girl that I only buy the Stella & Dot stuff that I love. So I feel like I'm the girl that, oh my gosh, I love your shoes. Where'd you get them? I would tell somebody where I got my shoes. Everybody loves my necklace. Oh, I can tell you where to get it. Everyone loves my engravable. I help husbands shop. My friends love it because they always get great birthday, anniversary, Valentine's Day gifts, Christmas gifts. So it doesn't feel salesy to me. And if people tell me no, I'm okay with it. And so it's bonus income for my family. So it's been a huge blessing. So that's just kind of who I am. And I have a husband. You saw him earlier. I have 4 kids. I have a 7-year-old little boy, twin 5-year-olds, and a 4-year-old. So I love it. My favorite thing is when people tell me that they don't have time to host a trunk show. And I'm like, really? We should compare schedules. And so, like, my excuse is never, I don't have time. It's, I don't choose that. And I think it's totally fine. If people say, I'm not going to choose to host a trunk show right now, that's totally fine. But you probably do have the time because we probably could find an hour and a half. So, so that's kind of who I am and how I got into Stella & Dot. And so we like to talk in Stella & Dot a lot about our why of Stella & Dot. You guys probably all joined Stella & Dot and you came in for a specific reason. Like you have a what, like I want to earn a specific amount of money. I want to earn $1,000 a month. I want to pay for a vacation for my family. I want to make our car payment. And so what I've kind of found in my personal business is that those things are great. And we set goals, and we just came from Napa, from director's retreat. And we do set specific goals like that. But I think what's really important is I have to go back to what my why actually is. And my why is that I don't want to go back into a full-time teaching position right now with my kids at home. I want to be home with my kids. That is my why. And so I want to be able to be there and get them off the school bus, and I want to pack their lunches, but also, like, I love to have girl time. I like to have some time away from my kids, and Stella & Dot is my flexible income. And so I love the what. The what is the money and the income and the things that it can provide. But a lot of times when I focus too much on my what I'm getting out of it, and I'm not remembering my why, then I get really frustrated. And so when I tend to focus my business back on the reason why I want to do this, then I tend to not put as much pressure on myself in booking, or I don't come across like crazy jewelry lady, which I never want to be crazy jewelry lady. I tell my hostesses that. So I think that's something that you kind of need to work on as you kind of build your business. And it may not be something that you know right now. Your why right now would be like, I don't know, because it was $199 and I had no reason to say no. And Callie kept asking me, so I said fine. So that might be your why right now. My why has also become that I love the friendships that I made. I just told my husband this a couple of weeks ago, that the people that this business has brought into my life has been such a blessing, and the friendships that I have, that I now have friends all over the country that I would have never known if it hadn't been for Stella & Dot. And doing things like going to Hoopla, which is coming up in this summer, and I just came from a director's retreat, and getting to know these girls that in any other circumstance our lives would not have intersected. So, you know, I would encourage you to really start to think about what your why is and what is it that you really want, like the bigger picture. And so the important thing about Stella & Dot, and we tell everybody this when they sign up, is that really is your business your way. And you can work this business. And I love when people say, Rachel, the other star on our team, says all the time, oh, you're my boss. And we joke about it, but I'm not your boss. This is your own business. You don't have a boss. You are your own boss. You're your own boss lady. And you are only accountable to yourself. I love it when my girls on my team share their goals with me, and I can help you implement your goals. And I might like send you a short text message and say, hey, remember when you set that goal? Like, this is a great time to try and meet that goal. But I'm not your boss. You are your own business person, and you get to work this business around your life. And if that means that you only want to do, Kim and I breakfast this morning, and she's like, Thursday nights work best for me for trunk shows, then you know what? You need to do your trunk shows on Thursday nights. If you want to do your trunk shows on Sunday nights, then when you are booking your calendar, you offer your hostesses those dates. I showed Kim this today at lunch, but I take my calendar. This is my February calendar, and I'll show you guys my calendar here. That I block out all of our family stuff. So I'm not doing trunk shows on any of those dates, but you see those like yellow highlighted dates there? At the beginning of the month, I sit down with my husband. I say, what's your travel schedule? What's our birthday schedule? What do we have on the weekends? I have 0 weekends in February. You can see my weekends. They're all taken in February. I have nothing available. So you know what? I'm not having trunk shows then. So I have 4 dates. So when I reach out to hostesses, I've already pre-selected my dates that I can do trunk shows. If their dates don't work in any of those, guess what? We're moving to March. I'm going to say, okay, let's look at March. I have no problem booking a March trunk show because this is what I've decided. This is what's going to work for my family. And I tell my hostesses that, listen, I totally get it that you're busy. I'm super crazy too. That's why I think we need to look at our calendars and let's just see if we can even find a date. What if we could just find a date? So sometimes that's the hardest part. So I work this business around what's best for my family and I. And I always check with my husband to make sure that he's okay keeping the kids or if I need to book a sitter or whatever. You also can work this business on the go. We have our iPad app. I actually have the beta version of the iPhone app. So we're going to have an iPhone app so you can actually process orders on your phone. It's going to look like Dottie, like our iPad app, but on your cell phone. So we'll have the capability to do that. But Jessica Heron, who's our founder and CEO, is notorious for saying that we have the way, but you have to find the will. So I always tell people, like, if you're willing to put in, I would say 5 to 6 hours a week working your business out of a 7, so like an hour a day working your business. Or I was talking to Kim today, I really didn't do much today on my business, so I might double that up and tomorrow do 2 hours because I really didn't do anything today. So if you're willing to put in the work, then Stella and Dot will work for you. So I wanted to tell you guys that there's 2 ways to just have an incredible jumpstart and to really kickstart your business. The first part is enthusiasm. And Brandy and I were talking about this before because Brandy is like a rock star and she has booked, how many trunk shows, Brandy?
3.
She's booked 3 trunk shows and she signed up, what, a week ago?
Yeah, a week ago.
A week ago. So she signed up a week ago. She already booked 3 trunk shows. So I told her, she was on the phone earlier. I said, what's your secret sauce? What are you doing? And she's like, I've just been asking people. Like, she might have said I've been getting people drunk and then telling them that they told me to go book a trunk show. She may have served her neighbor a lot of wine and then said, hey, you said you'd book a trunk show. But
true statement.
And we talked about this at our meetup last week, but if you were to have something new, to start a new business or to have a big change in your life and you didn't talk to people about it, that would be weird. Like, people would be like, okay, is she doing something? Is she not doing something? Like, did she start Stella and Dot? I'm not really sure. I saw some post about it. I don't really know. Is she excited about it? I mean, that would be weird. What's not weird when you first start Stella and Dot is to be excited about it and talk to everybody. And I tell people at the beginning, like, if there's any time to be crazy jewelry lady, it would be at the beginning because you're so excited. Like, I posted pictures of, oh my gosh, I got my starter kit from Stella and Dot. Like, look at all this stuff that I got. And I can't wait to start my trunk shows. And Facebook and Instagram are not necessarily great bookers. Like, I don't book a ton of trunk shows, but I get a lot of interest and I can see who's liking my posts. And those are the people I'm going to call and I'm going to follow up with. So it's just about being excited. And it's the one time where you can be like, okay, listen, I totally know. I may be terrible at this, but can you invite some friends over and let me, y'all can be my guinea pig and ask me any question you want and let me try this whole thing out because I may be terrible, but you're going to get a ton of free jewelry and I'm going to just try this thing out. And I feel like it's the one time that you have the excuse to really ask anybody because you're excited about it. And so I remember when I first started, I would like wake up at 2 a.m. because I had to pee. Welcome to having 4 children. And so I would be like, oh my gosh, I didn't think about her. We went to high school together. I'm going to write her name down. And it might be like 2 or 3 days before I actually messaged her or reached out to her. But you just have all these thoughts in your mind of people that you can reach out to. So the first one I would say is enthusiasm. Like I think being successful in your business is 95% enthusiasm. That when you are excited and you're happy about something, then that is magnetic and people want to be around that. That's fun. Like nobody wants to be like, oh, I don't know. Will you do me a favor? Would you mind hosting a chunk show for me? Like, please, I feel awkward. Nobody wants to do that. I would be like, no, that's weird. I'm out. But if you're like, girl, listen, you're going to get so much free jewelry. I might totally suck at this, but let's just try it out. Let's have some wine. I'll go to Trader Joe's and buy a $2 chuck and bring it over. Like, let's just get your girlfriends together. What do you have to lose? Like, thinking about how you approach people when you book a chunk show, like your enthusiasm is what's going to make them say yes. Because listen, at the beginning, they're going to host with you because they like you. So, and then the second part is resilience. And I do think that that is a big key in your jumpstart because bottom line is people are going to tell you no. They're going to say, no, I don't want to. Every excuse in the book. I'm too busy. I don't have any time. I don't have a place to host it. I don't wear any jewelry. I hate jewelry. It's too expensive. They're going to tell you everything. And so I only think this is about 5% of whether or not you're successful in your jumpstart. 95% is your enthusiasm, but 5% is your resilience. Like, can you get back on the saddle? Can you, your goal was to call 10 people today. The first 7 people told you no. Great, because you know what? Probably the 8th or the 9th or the 10th person is going to tell you yes. So just keep going. And Justin Heron, again, I love to quote her because she always has great quotes, but she says that there's this Japanese proverb that she loves that says if you fall down 7 times and you need to get up 8 times. So just kind of keep working at it. And people that tell you no now, I showed Kim my calendar. Literally, there is a girl that I've been asking for, what was it, 2 years, Kim?
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah, like 2 years I've been asking her to do a trunk show. Do you know what she messaged me this week? Oh my gosh, my best friend just became a stylist. I think I'm going to host with her. I'm like, what are we going to say? I'm like, that's awesome. Because you know what I want? I think it's great. She needs to be wearing Stella and Dot. Whether or not her friend sticks with the business, I don't know. She might shop with me at a later date, but I'm okay with that. But I kept asking her. And so don't get frustrated. And I've told people before, I'm going to ask you until you tell me hell no. Like, I'm not doing it. And my friends will laugh and they'll be like, okay, keep asking me. We'll find a date eventually. So just keep that in mind. So if you've done any type of training through the Stylist Lounge, we've talked about your who do you know list. You guys familiar with this? Yes, no, maybe so? Who do you know list?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So there's 2 different who do you know lists that I want you to come up with. And your first show, I always tell you guys this, and I'm thinking, Brandy, are you doing a launch show? You're
A
gonna
launch show?
Were you the one that was going to wait? You're doing a launch show or not?
A launch show?
Yes.
I'm doing one February 16th.
You're hosting it?
Yeah. Oh, no. Oh, you mean no, but I want to.
Carly,
But I haven't scheduled.
Carly just did hers.
Yeah.
And how'd it go? Do what?
I did mine last Friday.
And how'd it go?
It was really fun. I was super nervous, like super nervous. And a bunch of people that said they were going to show up didn't show up. But it was still a whole lot of fun. And people bought things just to support me. And I got free sunglasses.
You earned your sunglasses. That's right. You did. And you were so excited about that. Kim, we talked today about you setting up your launch show.
Yeah.
And Molly, when you started, you did a launch show.
I did, yes.
Yes. And Sarah, have you thought about yours?
Yeah.
Not yet. Okay, so that's okay because that's what we're. And Tiffany's on the line, right?
I am, yes.
Tiffany, do we have a date for your launch show?
Not yet, but I will be hosting one for sure. Probably a mother-daughter because I have a teenage girl.
Love it. And Kim has a couple teenagers in her house too.
Yeah, but one of them's a boy, so that's a no-go.
Well, but
he's done with girls. He's not even interested in girls. He's like, if there's girls in the house, I'm heading out.
So I always suggest if you have not just hosted a trunk show, which I don't think any of you guys have, like if you didn't host where you're upline leader, then I always suggest that you launch your business. Twice a year, we can be the hostess and the stylist, which means that not only are you going to earn the commission, but you're going to earn all the hostess rewards as if you were the hostess. So you go into the lounge, there's a little button that you click that says, I'm hosting this trunk show. So you're going to get hostess rewards. You get hostess rewards all through your jumpstart for the first 60 days. But, and basically what a jumpstart is 60 days that Stella gives you, and they're going to reward you for kicking off your business. That's what they're going to do. That's the best thing you need to do. Under the lounge, there is a little bitty tracker that says view Jumpstart, and you can see all your Jumpstart rewards. You can see how much free jewelry you've earned. Carly, you've already earned.
I think it's $260. I looked. I had another sale today.
Okay, so it's $260 in free jewelry, but that ticker is counting all. You've only been doing this for 20 days, 15?
I think it's like 16, something like that.
Okay. So you still have, 40 something more days in your jumpstart. So every dollar she sells now, she's going to be getting a commission, but then also she's getting product credit back. So that's a great way. Also, if you have a lot of friends that are resistant to hosting right now, and maybe because they don't know anything about Stella, they've never seen their products, it's a great thing for you to invite them to your own trunk show and say, let me just come show it to you, show you what it looks like. So here's kind of the secret formula to hosting your trunk show. You don't need a whole lot of time. You guys, I decided on Friday, this is kind of crazy, but I decided on Friday I was going to do a benefit for one of my friends who is terminally ill with cancer. And on Friday, I decided I was going to do it. Saturday, I printed out invitations. I saved it from the lounge. I sent it up to CVS. I printed 30 4x6 invitations. I went to church on Sunday morning. I stood in our Bible study class and I handed them out, and I sold $1,700 that afternoon. I invited everyone to the coffee shop. Granted, it was for, and I donated all my commission. That was just, I set it up under my name, so I kept the hostess rewards. So I got $380 in product credit, which honestly I would have spent maybe at the new collection anyway. So I'm going to get that product credit, but I donated all of my commission to her family. And I only say this because within 24 hours, I had 15 people on a trunk show. So don't feel like you need to, a lot of people have no idea what they're doing, on March 16th, but they know what they're doing next Tuesday. So don't be afraid to book in tight. We call that like booking in tight. And so if you want to book your launch show, you want to book it in the next 7 to 10 days. You want to pick a night. If you want to host it at your home, fine. If you don't want to host it at your home, the great thing about Stella and Dot is you can go anywhere. You can go to a coffee shop. You can go to a wine bar. We did our meetup the other night at La Madeleine. They have a great little room in the back. So wherever is local to you. You want to invite 40 plus people. And I know that sounds a lot, but the reason you want to do that is because you're hoping that 7 to 10 show up. And that's just the average. This is the same thing you're going to tell your hostess when your hostess is ready to book a trunk show. So the kind of the secret formula is you want to do 40 plus emails through the invitation system in the lounge. And there's a video to walk you through how to set up your trunk shows in the lounge. Oh, hi. We have a friend.
Hi.
It's bedtime, buddy. Can you go see your dad? I don't know. Okay. Sorry about that. Again, flexible business. And so here's the secret formula.
Sorry, where did you say that you got the invitations from?
From the lounge. Let me see if I can share my screen with y'all real quick, and I can show you where it is. Can y'all see this?
No.
No.
Oh, wait. Yes.
Can you see this?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go to Stylist Lounge, and I'm gonna go to trunk shows. I'm gonna go to view trunk shows. This is a trunk show that I've already put in the system, right?
Okay.
Oh wait, hold on, let me log in real quick. Sorry about this, it logged me out. I logged in so that I would be logged in so y'all could see what's happening. Can you see this big bar? Okay. So I'm going to show you how to print. You're asking Kim how to save the invitation?
No, I just didn't know. I hadn't looked. I missed it because the just woke up, so I wasn't sure where to get it from, but it's in the line. So
okay, so under your lounge, under your trunk show, so this is Libby's trunk show on Friday, February 19th. You go over here to actions, personalize the invitation. So all of this is where you invite guests right there. These are your invitation settings, which you're going to like send out reminder emails. Guest RSVPs, you can place a customer, hostess, trunk show orders, okay? Edit the trunk show information down there. This is where you get, down here is where you get the URL, the shopping link. So somebody's like, they want to shop online. She's already got 4 orders and her trunk show is not until Friday, February 19th, right there. Okay, so you go to actions and you go to personalize the invitation. And we always have tons of different invitations that you can choose from. Sometimes I print them from here. Sometimes I go to an app called Red Stamp, and I will use them on Red Stamp. There's a Stellan one. But look, I can choose this one for her. I can choose a happy hour. I can choose Style Soiree. There's a Shop Your Heart Out one. There is, oh my gosh, we have a ton of them. Where are the other ones? Spring preview, a girl talk. When our watches came out, we had one for watches, but these change all the time. So pick an invitation, and you see right here where it says download invite, right there. You just click on that, and it downloads this image to your desktop or wherever you choose to download it, to your downloads on your computer. Then from there, you can send it to CBS, or you can print it at home or whatever. These are your invitation settings. That's going to tell you reminder emails that are going to be sent out 2 days before the truck show. Daily, anytime somebody RSVPs, it's going to send the hostess an email. You can turn these off and on.
Kelly, what did you say you could send it to? What? Sorry,
CVS, pharmacy,
okay.
Walgreens.
Oh.
Do you know?
I thought it was some sort of fancy app or something.
No. This is where you invite guests, and you type in their email addresses there. She really wanted to do all texting instead of invitation system. I typically don't like to do that, but I did allow her to do that because I know her pretty well. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. That's fine. Thanks. I can play around with it.
Okay. So, so you want to invite 40 plus people to your own launch show. Okay. In the invitation system, just like I showed you through where it says invite, add the emails. Okay. Then I would print 20 invitations and I would hand out 20 invitations. So you want to invite 40, you want to do 20 hand invitations, and you want to text them the day before the trunk show. I have a text message that if you guys need anything, and I showed this to Kim today, I literally have a notes section on my phone, you guys, with like birthday reminder emails, because they get a little birthday treat from Stella and Dot. Anytime you check someone out at a trunk show, enter their birthday. Dottie's going to remind you to do that, but they will get a little free wishing bracelet on their birthday with a $30 purchase. $20 bracelet, they'll get it for free with a $30 purchase. So I have birthday text messages. I have Valentine text messages. I have all kinds of booking text messages saved on my phone. So if you ever need some words to say, like, hey, Callie, can you help me with some words to say for a friend in the neighborhood to book a trunk show? Just text me and I will shoot you some text messages. I share a lot of them on the Facebook page too. But having said that, I have a text message for the day before trunk show. Hey, so excited about the trunk show tomorrow. And I send this to my hostesses. And I say, hey, text this out to 20 people tonight before you go to bed, and to remind them about your trunk show tomorrow. But since you're going to be the hostess of your launch show, this is something you need to do. So 40 emails, 20 invites, text the night before. Like, perfect formula for a good trunk show. Invite people even if they live out of town. Remember, you're going to have that personal trunk show link. They can shop online. So who you going to invite. So that's what you're going to do. You're going to host your own launch show first, especially in your first week or two of your business. Remember, like, it's weird if you don't. People are wondering why you started a business and you're not telling anybody about it. It's like, we're not in the FBI here. We can tell people what we do. So you want to think about 4 different social groups, right? Yeah. So, I mean, you might be in the FBI. I don't know.
I can't tell you.
You couldn't tell me. You'd have to tell me.
I can't tell you.
You want to think about 4 different social circles. So think about who you see, who you run into on a daily basis. You want to think about, like, if you're involved in a church, you want to think about your church friends, your neighborhood friends, children's, like if you have kids in school or kids in preschool, you want to think about their friends. If you have another job that you work, you want to think about those friends. Think about your college friends. Think about your high school friends. I go through my list of friends on Facebook. I actually, when I started, my brother lives in Dallas. And so I knew that I was going to be going to Dallas in the next couple of months. So I made a list of 20 people that I knew in Dallas I thought would be great hostesses. And I thought, if I'm going to be there anyways, I might as well pack up my jewelry and do a trunk show while I was there. And I booked 3 trunk shows in Dallas. So you don't have to necessarily think about people just in your immediate circles. But for sure, think of at least 4 different social circles. And then in each social circle, think about 10 people in that social circle if you can. I don't have 10 of my neighbors that I'm really close friends with, so that social circle might be smaller, but I might have 7 neighbors that I could reach out to. But I might have 15 preschool moms. So you just are trying to get into different social circles, and your goal is to have at least 1 trunk show in every social circle in your jumpstart. So that's your first 60 days, which means 4 to 5 trunk shows in 60 days. So we're talking about 1 night a week that you're going out and sharing the style with some friends. So this is who you want to start with. And I always tell people that, because people always say when they start selling dot, I don't want to do it because I don't want to sell to friends and family. Like, I don't want my friends and family to always feel like I'm asking them for money. And what I say is, I don't want you to sell to friends and family either. Because you know what? Selling to friends and family is a hobby. And there are lots of hobbyists on our team. And I think there's nothing wrong with that. But if you want to build a business, you have to get into stranger danger land. And that's the best place to do it. And so you want to get into 4 different social circles. And then when you host those trunk shows, you want to tell your hostesses, invite people that we know in common. That's great. But can you invite some people that I don't know? Like, invite totally different circle of friends and people that I don't know. Because I want to meet new people. And so you're going to help me with that. And you know what? You're going to get a ton of free jewelry in the meantime. So that's the first thing you need to do. Build your who do you know list for booking. The second list I want you to work on is building your who do you know list for bringing a friend along. And I know that might sound like crazy to you guys, that you're like, I signed up a hot second ago, Callie. You need to just slow your roll a little bit. I don't want to have anybody on my team. Like, that's weird. But I want to tell you that hands down, the easiest way to get a ton of free jewelry is to bring a friend along. And I even hesitate to say that you want to sponsor, because let's be honest, you're this new into the business. You bring a friend along, who's going to be coaching your friend? Me, or your closest upline leader. So Brandy, it would be Brooke. They're going to be the ones coaching your friends. And you know what? We're totally happy to do that. We're coaching you anyways. We'll just get both of y'all on a call together. Whatever we tell you, you pass on to them. And I mean, listen, we're not doing brain surgery here. It's jewelry. So let's not overcomplicate it. But I think what's super fun about it is anybody at your trunk show who is going to spend $200 or more, you need to reach out to them. And you need to say, listen, you obviously love the style. You're my friend. It would be so fun if we did this together. We might totally bomb. No pressure. But what if we just did this together and we just cheered each other on, and we, kind of worked the town together. Sarah and I live in the exact same neighborhood. People are always like, well, I don't want to saturate the market. We can walk to each other's houses. And then we share the same FedEx man because he delivers all of our stolen dot jewelry to us. So there's no such thing as saturating the market, right? So I wouldn't even be worried about that. But I would just say that just keep it really casual, but think about a friend that you think would be really good at this and just say, hey, come do this with me. Just don't overcomplicate it. Don't give them all the details about the comp plan. If they have all those kind of questions, send them to me and I'll answer them. But if you have someone that's spending $200 at your trunk show, there's a good chance that they love this stuff enough that they could sign up and be a stylist. So I would make a list of people that you think would be great at and that you would love. Like if you had a dream team, who would be on your dream team? Even though I think you're probably thinking, I don't even want to join a team. So those are your two lists. So your one list is your who do you know, and your second list is who can you bring along. So your challenge in the next 48 hours, I'm going to give you, I don't even know what's the math on that. Today's Tuesday. So Thursday at 8:30, y'all's challenge is to snap a really terrible picture with your iPhone or whatever device you have and post it in the comment section. I'm going to post a little incentive on our team page. When you have your 40, you just need 40 people on your who do you know list for booking. And I want you to come up with 10 people on a bring a friend along list. So that's 40 booking and what's the other one? What did I say? The bring along list. And what I'm going to give away is, let me go see. Hold on. Is that bad that I just walked away? Ooh, no. This is what I'm going to give away. It's so good, you guys. This is the gilded wrap double bracelet. Y'all, it's gorgeous. It's the white leather. If you already have it in your display, then now you have a second one to keep in your display. But it's the gold, it's the white leather, and it's like two different, it's gorgeous. Okay, so I'm going to give this away.
Can I just ask something, Kelly?
Yes, sorry, that was my next thing. Now it's time for questions. Yes, to ask him.
Sorry, for the second list and bringing a friend along, can you just remind me what kind of people? What sort of people should we put on there? People that we think that would be interested in doing this, or people who are going to bring friends along? Or
no, I think you need to make a list of who you think would be good at doing what you're going to be doing.
Okay, perfect.
So,
that's the question.
Yeah, like who you think you could say. Because I'll be honest, I mean, in my Jumpstart, I think I sponsored 4 people, 2 of which I didn't even reach out to. They Facebook messaged me and said, hey, you've been selling that thing. You got a ton of free jewelry. What do I need to do? And so, I mean, it wasn't really on my radar. I wish it had been. And that's why I'm just encouraging you guys to think about it is because it just is, I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer to say, let's just do this together with somebody who's already spending $200 at your trunk show anyways. Or your friend that has tons of jewelry or has a million friends. So, okay, what other questions do you have? That's a good question, Kim.
Hey, Callie, this is Tiffany.
Hi, Tiffany.
Hi. So I signed up last night, and I'm still kind of picking out what I want to order with my incentive.
Perfect.
So I have a good list. I feel pretty good about it and probably ready to submit it tomorrow. But when will I get that? Because, of course, I don't want to book a trunk show without having everything in.
Absolutely. We don't want you to do that either. But sorry, I'm making sure my computer's plugged in. Okay.
No, I was laughing at the kitty cat joining the call.
Nice. Normally, if you're going to order engravable, the engravable might take 5 business days. But your jewelry normally takes about 4 days to get in. So if you placed it tonight, tomorrow is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I would say sometimes Saturday. It just depends on your mail and how big your order is, and if they're delivering it to your door or to your mailbox.
Okay.
I would say 4 business days that it's going to take to get in. If it's an engravable, it might take 5. Anyone else want to weigh in on how long theirs took?
I ordered mine last Wednesday or Thursday, and it got here on Saturday.
There you go.
Yeah.
So order tomorrow. Hopefully get it by Saturday.
Did you just do standard shipping?
Did what?
Did you just do standard shipping for that?
Oh, yes. Yeah. Just standard.
I think I ordered mine on like a Saturday, and mine was at my house by the Wednesday.
We have crazy fast shipping, and that's also really good to know for your customers when shipping's always $5.95. So matter for customers, not for us, but for customers, it's always $5.95, and they 3 to 4 business days a lot of times. And so no matter how much they order or how little they order, we keep their shipping costs low. So
Okay.
that's a good question, though. Yeah, you definitely want to get that. And you have 7 days to place your first order anyways, your first chance sample order. But you want to get that in because you want to have your first launch show. And I also have to tell you guys are all starting out new. And Molly can attest for this too, because she's been a seasoned stylist for a little bit longer. But your display is going to grow. And that's why I'm saying that's one of the best things to do in your jumpstart is to earn a bunch of free product. Don't get bogged down with the fact that you see someone else's display and they have 15 trays of jewelry. Don't get stressed about that. And so my theory has always been, don't pay for something if you can just be patient and work for it and let Stella and Dot give it to you for free. Because you'd be silly to pay all this money out of pocket for jewelry when if you would just go out and book 2 more trunk shows, you'd get that jewelry for free. So be patient on your display. If you want some ideas of how to do a creative display with a small amount of jewelry, it's a real cute way to use your boxes and to stack them really cute and to put out the brochure. And if you don't have the trays yet, for my girls, when you sell your first $1,000, which Carly, yours are coming, they're on their way, then I gift you your first set of trays, of 5 trays. So and that's another thing. I would honestly, if you know you're going to book a couple of trunk shows, think in the back of your head, I could go spend $44, I think is how much the trays are. I could go spend $44 on these trays, but if I just book 2 trunk shows and sell $1,000, Callie's going to give them to me. So I'm going to come up with a creative way to do my display. I've seen girls just use white dishes, especially at your own launch show if you're doing it at your house. Like, get some gorgeous chargers, find some displays around your house, put a white tablecloth down and put a centerpiece of flowers and you're good to go. Don't overthink that. They know that you're new at this. And people Carly has used my jewelry and Molly's seen my jewelry. I have almost every piece I have. There's a couple of pieces that I don't have, but I still have people. I don't take it to every trunk show, and people, even though I have everything, there's always something at every trunk show. People say, do you have this? I'm like, oh, I don't. So you're never going to have it all. And so people will shop online. They do it all the time. How many of you shopped online today? I did. We all shop online. So they're going to shop along. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, good question, Tiffany. Okay, anybody else have a question?
I have a question.
What, Brandon?
Sorry, my voice is horrible. I'm sick. As far as, are there pictures of how to set up your display, like examples of how to put it all together to make it look good? Because I don't want to go overboard. Like, I don't want to put too much out or what to cut together.
Let me share the screen with you real quick.
Okay.
And let me show you where you can find that. So go on to, can y'all see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Can you see me as well? This is very, could you see me?
Yes.
Okay. So on your home screen, scroll down to product and sampling under quick links on the home page. And you're going to come to this product and sampling in Stellaverse, which is like our play on words, like universe, like everything you need to know about Stella and Dot is on Stellaverse. There is a great search button up here that you can hit to search things. But you see this right here where it says upcoming launch and current collection. I'm going to click on current collection. I think they probably switched it over. The internet connection is unstable. I'm not sure what that means. If you guys saw that. Okay. And do you see right here where it says visual merchandising tips to simplify your display? And then it says, oh, this is fall and holiday. Let me go to the back. Let me go to the other collection. Upcoming launch. Even though it says upcoming, I was just thinking if they had switched it over yet. So this, okay, sampling's here. Okay, this is what. All right. So right here it says Spring 2016 Visual Merchandising Guide. Right there, it's a PDF. When you open it, it is going to give you an example of, okay, if you have 5 trays, this is what I would put in those 5 trays. This is the bag I would get. And I look at this always, anytime a new collection comes out, and sometimes it tells you what to do, like Spring 2016 Visual Merchandising, right? Lookbooks, engravable. I don't follow all of this to the T. I don't know why my thing is being weird. But, okay, this is the optimal display. So see this right here? This is going to show you all of this. Now, you may not have, like, say right here, I don't have the essential fringe in silver, but I have the silver satin. So I took this essential fringe off and I added the silver satin right there.
Right.
Kind of, piece your tray together. I don't have the gold satin, but I have the gold essential fringe. So I moved this fringe to this tray. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And if you keep scrolling down over here, there's holiday. See, like these was from holiday 2015. And so all of this is where you can find visual merchandising. So yes, they give you all of that information. You just have to know where to find it.
Perfect.
Is that helpful for you guys? Did y'all know all that?
Yes.
When you get overwhelmed with what should I buy and what should my display look like? Should I get this bag in this color? I mean, if you're not familiar with the product yet, that visual merchandising guide is wonderful. And watch the videos on Blythe talking about all the pieces and how they're versatile and you can wear them different ways, because that's what customers want to see at a trunk show. My customers love to buy, versatile pieces. Anyone else? That's a good question. No one. Okay, so this is your challenge, and it's going to be your who do you know list of 40 people, 10 people on your bring a friend along, and I'm probably going to post a picture of this wrap on, and I have it here. So whoever the winner chicken dinner is, we'll draw it Thursday. Yay!
I'm assuming that they can be on both lists, right? Because for me, there's people who would be on both lists.
Yeah, they can be on both lists as long as you're reaching out to them about, but let's not do like, okay, the top, like all 10 should not be on both. You can have 1 or 2 crossover, but, well, maybe they could. I would say that maybe they can be. Maybe they can.
Because I think
I'll be flexible.
But if they can host, then I still think they would be good at it. I could get them to host, I guess.
Yeah, I'll be flexible. I will give some leniency. You know me, I'm all about the rules. I'm not.
I'm all about the details, so.
I just break the rules all the time. Any other questions? Those are good questions. Tiffany, are you good? You just still hanging with us?
I'm good.
Oh my gosh. This call was supposed to be 30 minutes, and now we're almost at an hour, so I'm sorry. But I should be more punctual. But we're going to do this again next Tuesday night, same time, same place, different topic. So bring questions between now and then. You guys all have my cell phone number and my email, and I'm going to be posting on the Facebook page. Anytime Carly texted me this week, was like, can I steal your Facebook post? I'm like, yeah, you could always steal any of my posts at any time. I don't care. If you don't have to ask my permission, can I steal your Facebook post? I don't mind. Or your Instagram post. I've probably stolen it from somebody else. This is the truth. And so if you need words to say, shoot me a text message and I will get back to you. So I'm here to help you guys however you want. Your key is to book your launch show. Get your launch show on the calendar and get your who you know list. Okay, bye y'all.
All right, bye.
Thank you.
Sally, appreciate it.
Bye.
Thank you.